Good day, everybody. John Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Today, we're looking at Carling Black Label Beer. Over a century of international brewing tradition, product of the US of A. But the history of this beer goes back many, many years. Up in Canada, I'm just going to go do the cliff notes of this. Anyway, this beer is 5.5% ABV. Purchased this up in Georgia. Founded in 1840. But overall corporate rebranding in 1927 made its big debut. I'm just going to go read all the cliff notes of this beer real quick, guys. Of course, this company, Carling, was purchased in Toronto by E.P. Taylor, who merged the company into Canadian Breweries Limited, and so on and so forth. By then, it became a very popular beer throughout popular in the Commonwealth, countries such as the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, and Canada. Carling added the 3-tier lager, London and Ontario Brewery in 1877. Then in the U.S., after Prohibition 1933, Peerless Motor Company, looking for a way to diversify in the poor car market, and the person purchased American rights to Carling formulas, and label and trademarks, and so forth. In 1979, after several years of intense pressure from breweries, Anheuser-Busch and Miller, Carling National was bought out by Highlandman Brewing Company of Wausau, Wisconsin. Carling Black Label are currently owned by the MolsonCoors Brewing Company, MolsonCoors. So that's who owns it. Interesting enough, when I purchased this beer, I paid $7.99 for the beer, for the 12-pack. I split it with my brother. He never had it before. I never had it. I've always seen lots and lots of photos on alcohol legs on Facebook. Several people talking about how great that beer is, blah, blah, blah. So, I purchased it in Georgia. Again, it was $7.99 for the 12-pack. That was a price that I was not going to pass up on. I was going to get it for sure, and I did. So, here's what the beer looks like here. Like I said, I split the 6-pack with my brother. I've had one the other day, and I have, just open up this can, so I have 3 more cans left, so I'm going to savor. 2 the other day, I should say. I thought it was very good. So, that's what the beer looks like. Can't get this here in Alabama for whatever the reason. Just one of those things, folks. Has a nice aroma to it. Everything in Prohibition around that time, 1933, kind of stopped everybody. All these companies had to diversify all their holdings. And then when Prohibition ended, everything kind of went back to where the things were before. So, nice down hatch. Nice, sweet. Like I said, it's no longer widely distributed in the U.S., but again, it's still around some places you can get it, here and there. So, again, I was fortunate to get this in Georgia. And the born-on date of this beer is September 7th, 2020. So, it is fresh. I'm sure overseas, this beer is pretty much everywhere. So, I guess the place I got it from, the liquor store, I guess they have connections. They are Oriental company. Not Oriental company, but they are the people where I bought the store I bought it from. Again, they are Chinese, American, or Japanese American, whichever. I'm sure they had connections through distributors, whatnot, to get the beer into else can get this. I'm sure there probably can, anywhere in the States, but obviously under the guidance of MolsonCoors Brewing Company, I'm sure they can get that pretty much easily now. I'm sure the distribution is probably going to expand. Not bad. Yeah, this is a nice, good, clean, refreshing, very smooth lager. What gave me was just the price, man. The price was like really like, hey, I mean, $7.99. I mean, wow, 12 pack of this, impossible. So, it has sort of a Euro feel, Euro taste to this, kind of like your most, or some Canadian beers, like Molson. They guess the type of hops and the type of malts they use give it that sort of like, hey, this beer is kind of overseas. It's really, and of course the water, which is always key, and of course during those cold temperatures in Canada, hey, that water probably is really top notch. I'm sure that it's nice and very give that extra flavor. The water, like the Mississippi River water for Budweiser. I'm sure it gives it that nice crisp taste, nice and brown. But filtrated Mississippi River. Yeah, but so when I was hanging out with my brother, with him, I was telling him about all these beers. I said, hey, Carling, I remember a lot of people are talking about this beer. My of course, Mr. Terrio, Ronald J. Terrio, and Jeff Lyons always talk about this, or he posts pictures of Carling, and I said, every time I see it, hopefully one day I can get it, and when it just popped out in me, I said, bro, we got to get this. We got to get this beer, got it. So we got it, and again, I split the 6-pack with him. It's a 12-pack. He got 6, I got 6, and off I went back to Alabama home. So, enough, he hadn't really been touching much alcohol in a while. So, in any event, this is nice. This is very refreshing. I think this is a winner. I'm hoping that maybe that things change. I'm sure. I don't know if you can get this to the Northeast. I'm guessing you can. Pretty much as diverse a population we are up in the Northeast. New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Philly, Pennsylvania, DC and whatnot. I'm sure they can get this pretty readily, easily up in New England area and whatnot. So, I'm definitely gonna try this again. This is a really good beer, guys. I think that this was a really. I'm glad I was able to get to try this, and it has sort of that international feel. It is just well done, very well made. I enjoyed it, so I'm gonna go A for the Black Label beer. This is an A for me. So again, this is my third time trying this beer. Of course, first time for all my viewers on the beer channel, on my viewers. So A score, and like I said, I'm probably getting me one more can before I call it a night. So A for the Carling Black Label beer. Very enjoyable, very easy drinking, 5%. Hey, can't go wrong with it. And the price, very likable or lovable. So, John Anderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble. And keep on watching as always. Cheers, live, laugh, and love. Black Label.